Alright, good day to you, my dear teachers. Today I'm going to share with you how to use Google Calendar to keep organized and less forgetful of the tasks that we need to do. Alright, um, I'm someone who keeps forgetting, or at least near to the end of the day, only then I remember that I have tasks that I need to complete. So in order to keep me on track with the tasks that we need to do, I use Google Calendar. Now, teachers are still not able to go to school, same with students, as of this recording, which is on June 2021. Okay, so I do not have anybody else surrounding me to remind me that I have things that I have not done, except when I go to look at my Telegram or WhatsApp, then I will see reminder. But then again, because we do not meet, some of us may forget that we have tasks that we need to complete before the end of the day. Now, first thing that you need to do is make sure that you already sign into your account. Now the account that I'm going to show you will be my own school account, which I already logged in. Now I have this Google Chrome specifically for my school account. So every time if I turn on my Chrome, I go to my account and then it will bring me in. That means I have less hassle to open the account every single day. But time and time again, Google will prompt us to put in our password. So let's not forget our password. Alright, so now I'm going to bring you to Google Calendar. You can always open your Google Calendar by pressing the 9 dots that you see on the far right, which is next to your profile picture, and then you go to Calendar. Now this thing is arrangeable. Now if you know that you are going to use Calendar every single day of your working day, you can put it on the top so that it's easier for you to find it. Now the most thing that I use every single day for my online teaching, the Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Classroom, of course Google Meet. Alright, so I'm going to go to my Google Calendar, which I already opened up, and you see here, voila, there's a lot of things happening. Now let's get to know some part of the Google Calendar. I'm not an expert by any mean, but I'm going to show you those things that I do use regularly. So you do know that there's a calendar here, and then there is my calendar at the bottom on the far left of the tab. Now if you see that there are a lot of like ticks in this one, because these are linked to my Google Classroom. If you do not want them to show up, for example, I do not want the Pancharagam to show up. Okay, let's give it some time for it to run. Maybe I do have internet problem right now. Okay, now once it's ticked, you will see it here. Alright, so if I untick, okay, you will see that there are parts of the information that went missing up here. Alright, so this one means I assign some assignment to my one Go class in the Google Classroom, and it is kept here. Alright, so if you don't want to see that, you can always untick so that there is not so much that is going on if you feel like you're trapped. Right, so I don't mind that one, but I do not want to see Pancharagam. And then it depends. You may have different Google Classroom in your Google account. Alright, so the first thing that you know that because we are doing online teaching right now, I can set my time for the class here on the Google Calendar. So how do we do that? I think some of you may know, but let's learn something. So for example, my timetable, for example, Tuesday, I have class, let's say at 11 o'clock. I'm going to put it here. Now if you know that the time is not right, you can always adjust them here. Let's say I have a class with 4SK2 for the subject maths. Now I'm going to write the class and the name, the subject, so that I know what class and what subject is going on. Leave it at event, and then the time is not 10:30, it will be 11 a.m. until 12 in the noon. Now depending on you, because this thing happens every week, I will let them repeat. So you can choose which one. So this one is on Tuesday, and the next Tuesday I will have the same class at the same time. I might as well leave it as weekly on Tuesday. Now if you have the same class every single day, right, then you can put it on daily. That means you will have the same class from Monday to Sunday, I think, yeah, daily, on the same time. Okay, so depends on what is your need. So every weekday means from Monday to Friday. Now let's say it's weekly on Tuesday. Alright, so add guests means you can add whoever is going to be in your calendar appointment. Okay, it is very helpful if you only have a few, few by less than 10 students or patient or people that will be in the Google Meet with you. Okay, now because I'm doing online learning, I do need to have Google Meet with my students. So add Google Meet video conferencing and will automatically generate a link for the Google Meet for you. Okay, and then towards the right side you have the copy conference info, which you can copy and paste to the students or the client or whatever you're sharing your Google Meet with. And then there is the setting. Now in this setting, the one that comes up is the quick access. Now if you prefer your people to join before you do, then you can turn on this quick access. You will not lose the host title. Okay, you are still the host. Alright. Now if you turn it off, when you turn off, it says the host must join first. So you need to initiate the Google Meet first, and then only those participants can come in. When you join in, it will ask you to admit or deny your participant. Alright, so quick access, turn on or turn off. Now I'll go into that later on. Okay, let's say I want to turn it on. Okay, so I'll be saving that one. Alright, if you do have the link for your Google Meet, you already have that one, you can always change the link for your Google Meet here. You see that it automatically comes, the pencil does pop up, the icon pencil pops up, and you can edit. Alright, so I'm done with that one, and you can choose your own calendar. Now because this is for SK2, I'm going to keep it at my own and for SK2. So this thing, okay, now it's black color, right? So if I change it to green, and you see on the center of my screen, this tab is turning toward green. It is useful to have color coded if you're the type of person who refer to a color of a specific things. Okay, those are very helpful for those who like to organize or keep track by using color. Okay, I'm going to leave it as this is. You can keep your whatever busy or free. It is not important. Alright, so why do I use calendar for my Google Meet? Okay, so as of this recording, we already come to Thursday. Now I already done my class on Monday. When you already finished doing your class, the Google Meet that you do record and the conversation that you had in class, it will automatically attach to your Google Calendar. It is helpful for those who need to rewatch whatever they have been teaching, or they want to search, okay, whether they already teach that specific things to the students. In my case, for my case, which is online learning, okay, when we are doing planning, sometimes we go a little bit faster, sometimes we go a little bit slower. That's why it is useful to have this thing. Okay, this is the one reason which I do this one. The other reason is I do not need to generate every time from my Google Classroom. Okay, so these are the things that I did use. Now if you see here, there is another one, buy parking coupon. Now what is that? Okay, so one thing I did, we already learned, is setting your what do you call this thing? Google Meet, your online class on your Google Calendar. Okay, the second thing you can use it for is to keep track of what you need to do, especially those that you need to do every single day. For example, you see here, buy parking coupon. Now, this is my personal thing. I do buy parking coupon on behalf of my sibling. Okay, so in order for me not to forget that I do need to buy parking coupon on behalf of my sibling, I put here. Now where do I create this thing? If you create here, it is not like this. Okay, it is under the task, which you see the symbol is already different. Okay, so the task here is, like I say, buy parking coupon. For example, you need to make breakfast for someone, which is ridiculous, like you cannot forget to make breakfast for someone. Okay, so you want to make breakfast and you need to get out of bed at 6:30. Okay, let's not go here. I'm going to discard here. We're going to use the other one. Okay, so if you go to your far right, if you see the far right of my screen, there are 3 things here, the little icon, which is very helpful, and it is integrated to the Google Calendar. Okay. Oh, let me, did I mention that you can repeat? Yes, I did. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, you remember the parking coupon things? Okay. When you press, this is in blue color, okay, task. Here we need to give the report every single day after our teaching session. So I need to remind myself that to submit the copy of my report every single day to the designated email. If not, somebody is going to come and rush after me. Alright, so what do? I put it on tasks, and then you can add tasks. Okay, let's say I need to APDM. Okay, so I need to make sure I do update my students' attendance in the APDM apps. So I'm gonna put here update kehadiran. Alright, update kehadiran, and then here you can set your time. For example, it must be done before 9 a.m. So if it's before 9 a.m., I need to have the alarm at earlier time. You can also repeat, okay? Every 1 day means every single day. Now, if it's every 2 days, will be every two days, okay? Or you can put it every week. Means that I only want it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I'm not going to need a reminder. Okay, and start from what time? Then if you are satisfied, you can click OK. Now, if you are a form teacher, okay, you know that you need to do return, okay, every month. So you can always do the month and which day of the month. Okay, now because it's APDM, it's every day, every working day, right? So I'm going to put OK. Okay, on the details here, let's say you prefer to have the link. Okay, you prefer to have the link available to you. So what you can do is you can copy the link and you put it at details. There is the link. So that whenever you pull out your calendar, you can always see the link. Alright, so I'm done. Okay, of course, I can have it, okay, in my list. Okay, in my list. So let's say the one that I created, you could create like this from teacher, or in the US it will be like the home run. No, what do you call that thing? No, I don't know. Okay, you can put it here. So where did I put that one? Oops. Alright. So like the link is there. So there is no need for me to open the... Oh no. I should have done the list first, then... Okay, never mind, you get the idea. Okay, you do the list first, then you add the task. Okay, so that will be under my form teacher. Now I have a number of lists here so that I know what to look at when I do the list. Okay, the list will automatically remind you when the times come, but it's not like alarm whereby it will sound like you get shocked just to know that. So that one is for tasks. The other one that you can use where you want to keep certain data, okay, certain, and see APDM is already out. Okay, the other one that I did was I know that I need to submit laporan PDPR every single day before the end of the day, or somebody will come and ask why did I not submit it. The other thing that you can do is keep note. Now this one you can open in a separate tab where you can go for your the 9 dots and find keep. Okay, so find keep, and there it is. Now this one is useful as a notes. Okay, so let's say you have a few things that you want to put here. Okay, you want to plan your weekly something. Okay, you can put it here. This is my personal one. Okay, like one report PDPR. Okay, things like this that I do not want it to be lost somewhere in all the chats in my group Telegram. So I can use my list here. Now if you open a new list, okay, if you take a new note, it will not look like that. Okay, close. Where did it? It went here. It will not look so colorful as this one. Now this trick I learned from a YouTuber, a teacher from the US, primarily full of Pocketful. I think that's a channel name, but I'll link it in the description box in my YouTube channel. Okay, you can change the color. Of course, there's not much choices, but we make do of what we have. And then there's here add image. Now when I add this image, I can add header so that it will look like this. Okay, so if you want this one, you can look it up at her YouTube channel. I think she has a website whereby she does give this header to make our notes nicer. Okay, so these are the two things that help me organize and stay on track. Keep actually does stay on track. Like I have weekly to do. If I have it done, then I tick it, then it will not come out. You can also, alright, you can also make a reminder when you want it to remind you, just like you do in tasks. Alright. Another thing that's helpful is we do not bring our laptop everywhere. Okay, so when we don't bring our laptop everywhere, what do we bring? Of course, we bring our smartphone. So if we bring your smartphone, you can actually download the apps for Google Calendar, and then you sync the Google Calendar with your account. Then it will have the same thing that you see. Of course, not the same interface, right? Okay, so you have the similar thing that you have already set up in your Google Calendar, and then it will do the same. It will be a copy on your handphone. Okay, a lot of us have our mobile phone, our smartphone with us more than we are sitting in front of the laptop opening this Google Calendar. Now, I do hope that this sharing will help you with your tasks, your everyday tasks, and do not feel so bad about being alone in our own world and then nobody reminding us. All right. So if you do have any question, you can always comment in the comment section. If you learned something from this video, you can give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe to my channel and encourage me to learn, to improve, to upload more sharing video with all of you. Now, okay, so this is my sharing for today. Do take care and stay safe. Bye bye.